Hey, welcome everyone. It's Timmy. If you're joining the replay, welcome. We'll get started here in just a minute. Give everyone a chance to know we're here and live. If you're just popping on, be sure to say hi, leave a comment, say hello. Let us know where you're calling in from or listening in from. It's Friday. Who's excited like me that it is Friday? Just going to take a quick sec here and share this live over to my VIP group. If you're wondering what that's about, I'll tell you all about it here in just a sec. And also just going to do a quick comment here so you can see where you can purchase some of these goodies if you're interested. Let's see, I forgot let's get rid of that one. Let's try that one more time. Forgot a W. There we go. All right, excellent. So let me say hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to come right over here and say hi. Welcome. I'm Timmy. If this is your first time watching, welcome. It's great to have you here. If you've watched me before, I'm also really glad that you came back. It's Friday. I have had the good fortune of actually having the day off today, and that means that I've been able to get some errands done and got to play around a little bit with some chalking projects, playing around with my live setup here. So I am ready to chalk. So I hope you are too. If you're watching again on the replay, be sure to say hi. And if you are with me here live, please, please, please feel free to comment, say hi, and let me know you're here. If you would be so kind as to share and subscribe to my lives, that would be awesome. And I'd really love it if you'd like my page. We're getting really close to 500 likes, and I am planning some awesome giveaways when we hit 500. So if you like my page, I would totally appreciate it. And if you share this live and ask friends to like as well, then we'll get to that 500 real quick and we can do some fun giveaways. So if you're brand new to Chalk Couture, let me just tell you that this is one of the fastest growing high-end DIY home decor companies out there. It offers some fabulous products, everything from silkscreen transfers and proprietary chalk paste that we're going to use to create some awesome designs. And it is just a fabulous company. It's just filled with a lot of great people who really are excited to help designers really succeed in their business, but to provide some really great products to sell to our customers. So I'm super excited to have you here. Today we are going to work on a project with this bunny. Now he's pretty big and he's taken up a lot of space here, but he's what we're going to be working on. And if any of you know me and have watched me before, you know that I have this affinity with our Buffalo Plaid transfer. So that's actually what you see here below. This is our Buffalo Plaid transfer, and that's what we're going to do, add to our bunny. Now, since it's spring, I thought this would be a great time to break open our brand new peony colored chalk paste. You can see it's this beautiful pink. I love all the pink options we have. So I thought that would be really cute. This bunny, by the way, was just a wood bunny that, I'm going to get rid of something here for just a sec. Oh, let's see. There we go. And then we go here, here. Now we can talk and see us both. Here we go. All right. So this wood bunny surface here, I think maybe I should move this over a tad if we're going to be in the corner up there, was actually just an unfinished wood cutout. And I just got some chalk paint and, oops, let's get rid of that too. Sorry about that, people. We got too many little things going on here. So that should go away, I think. Let's see. All right. Oh my goodness. All these little extra things showing up on my page here. All right. Well, there is my website. That's an important thing to know in case you decide you want to order some of these goodies. You'll know where to go. But this was just a unfinished wood bunny. He actually is on a little bit of a stand. You probably can't see that from this angle, but there you go. And so he's going to be able to stand upright. Hello, can you see him? When we're done with him. He's two-sided, so I definitely did paint both sides. And before we chalked him, oh my goodness, I think every time I go live the phone rings. And of course, it's always spam. Before we chalk on him, I actually gave him a little light layer of wax. And that's just so that when we go to put our transfer down, when we lift it back up, the transfer will kind of come off really nice and easily, and I won't ruin or stretch my transfer. So I am super excited to give you this little guy as an example of one of the many ways in which you can use our products. One of the things I have to say that I really love about Chalk Couture is that you are really only limited to what you can create by your imagination. And if you feel like you're not really sure what to do with products, one of the things that you might appreciate is that I am regularly coming to you live with some project ideas, and I'll be honest with you, many of the project ideas aren't mine. So it sounds really funny. But I wouldn't, I'm a little bit of a crafty person, I would definitely say, but I might also say that some of my best ideas come from other people. And we have a great group of designers who's always happy to share the project ideas that they have with our designer team, and we can replicate them. So this was an example of a project I saw a fellow designer post that she had done, and I thought it was so darn cute, so I figured we got to give this a whirl. So we've got our wood surface all painted and ready to go. And again, you could use acrylic paint. I just happen to have some off-white chalk paste, chalk paint. So not chalk paste, not what we're going to be using to put our design on, but chalk paint that I found, you know, at the, I don't know, craft store somewhere. And I also sanded this down after I painted it and put a little wax on it just to prepare the surface. So that's what I did to get this guy ready. Now, the chalk paste we have is not a paint, but it's actually a paste. This is, as I said, our new peony color. There's this big controversy going around right now in the company. You laugh about how you actually say this word. It's P-E-O-N-Y. So I'm not sure if you think that's peony or peony, as they say out in Salt Lake, which is where our company is from. But I'm going with peony because that's what I'm used to saying. And I'm just going to take the edge of my scissors here and run along the rim of the jar. Because, again, if you've watched me before, you know I have no nails, so I can't pull it up with my nails. And I'm just going to take off this protective layer that we put on for when they're shipped. So it won't make a big old mess when you get it to your house. So just remove that foil. And you'll see that it looks a little clumpy. That's very normal. Depending on the pigments that were used to create the chalk paste, sometimes you'll find that the chalk paste is a little bit thicker, and when you first open it, you'll just want to give it a really good stir. So as you see, I'm just using one of our stir sticks here to give this a nice, good stir. We also have a really great multi-tool that's perfect for stirring our chalk paste containers. It helps you kind of get in the nitty-gritty and the grooves at the bottom of the jar. And what you want your chalk paste to be is about the consistency of yogurt. I tend to love Greek yogurt. I don't know about you. Hey, Carol, welcome for joining. Thanks for joining. I like Greek yogurt, which is definitely on the thicker side than some others. Matter of fact, Faye is my favorite Greek yogurt. Eat it almost every morning for breakfast with some homemade granola. But in this instance, I like my chalk paste to be a little thinner yogurt style. So if you find when you open your chalk paste container that it's a little thick, and thick is kind of in the eye of the beholder, like beauty, you can just continue to stir it till it feels like it's a really nice consistency. And this is almost like marshmallow fluff. See, it's not really like dripping off of my stir. So it's a little thicker than I normally would like. So I'm going to grab my water bottle, which is hiding over here. And just add a little squirt into the paste. Doesn't need much. And I think that's going to help smooth it out to a consistency that I'm going to like a little bit better. What do you think of this pink? Isn't it pretty? I can't wait to put it on that bunny and see how it's going to look. I just am in love with Buffalo Plaid. I found that it was great to be able to make some fun pumpkins at Halloween with them. I found this cute little pig surface. It was a mess. It looked like this. It was kind of yucky and needed a little TLC. I got it at a flea market. So I just cleaned it up, painted it with a little bit of chalkboard paint, and then it was ready for me to chalk. And I loved doing the Buffalo Plaid on this pig. He's a proud addition to one of my kitchen areas. So I wanted to show you kind of how you could transform an ordinary surface like that, big or small. Now this is a really good size transfer. It's pretty large. It's what we call our D size transfers. So it is about 20 by 20 surface. And again, if you're new to Chalk Couture, you might not realize that these aren't actually stencils, but rather silk screen transfers. So they are a fabric, really. And the green areas that you see on the transfer are the adhesive areas. So one of the cool things about these transfers is that they have an adhesive back. And the adhesive back makes it possible for you to put it onto pretty much any surface you want, and it'll stick to it. So whether you're working on a flat surface like this, or you're working on a wall or something vertical, you can still put this on and it'll just stick right to that surface, and you'll be able to chalk on that surface. So whether it's painted furniture or walls or chalkboards or items you find at the flea market, you can pretty much use these silkscreen transfers on just about anything. So one of the things that you want to do when you first use your transfer is peel it off the backer sheet before you use it. So every transfer comes on one of these white backer sheets, and you can actually save this backer sheet to store your transfer on once you have finished using it. Now, why would you want to store it after you've finished using it? Well, the great news is that our transfers are reusable. So not only are they adhesive and that they're transfers and not stencils, but they're also reusable about 8 to 10 times. Now, this is the second silkscreen transfer of the Buffalo Plaid that I have used since it came out. The first one is pretty much past its prime. It's been used more than 8 to 10 times, and I have a hard time throwing them out. But I decided for this project I really wanted a nice, clean buffalo print design. So I opened up a brand new one. So this is a brand new transfer, and you're probably wondering what it is that I just put over the transfer. And that's what I put on over the transfer was our fuzzing cloth. And the reason why I did that was, one, it allowed me to peel that backer off pretty easily without it sticking to itself. And the fuzzing cloth is going to make it easier for me to be able to remove this transfer from the surface that I'm chalking on without stretching that transfer. So you want to remove the backer sheet, And then if you're using it on a chalkboard surface or wood surface like we're doing today, or glass, you want to take a few minutes and just fuzz this transfer. Now this is a fuzzing cloth that we make. You can certainly use this. It's a great cloth. It's got a terry cloth surface on one side, which is the side I'm using for fuzzing. And then it's also got a nice microfiber side on the other, which is nice and soft. They wash up really great. But the other side is perfect for rinsing residue and dust and so forth off of your, whoop, see, oh, see, it almost folded on itself. Did you see that? I'm going to do it one more time. And because I fuzzed it, it actually isn't going to get stuck on itself, and that's important. We don't want it to get stuck on itself, because then we'll have to pull it and it'll stretch and hopefully cause some, and it would probably cause some chaos. Not hopefully, we don't want it to cause some chaos. So it's a little less sticky now. So that's what the fuzzing did. It just made it a little less sticky, which means now it's going to be easier for me to work with this. Now the last time I used a big transfer, you might have watched when we did that modern floral monogram. I actually kept my backer sheet nearby, and the reason why I did that was I found that when the surface of my transfer was bigger than the surface that I was putting the design on, it was overlapping, and I didn't want it to stick on something that was going to be hard to get it unstuck from. So that's what I'm going to do here as well. So I might need to stand here for a sec, so if you see me disappear, don't be surprised. It's just because I have needed to stand to work on what I'm going to do here today. And is this bunny just not too cute or what? So as you can see, I am just laying this silk screen transfer down. Got the whole screen really to work with here, so it doesn't really matter what part of it I use. But as I said, it's great to kind of have this backer sheet around, so that, I'm going to do this a little sideways here just so that I can show you what I'm doing here a little bit better. Now, one of the things that I want to make sure of when I'm laying this transfer down is that I don't have any air bubbles. And on the ears here, it's going to be a little tricky because I don't have a lot of adhesion here. So we might have a little bubble problem in that spot. So how do I want to solve that bubble problem? Now just think about all of the color options you could do with this buffalo print. I might even do one side one color and the other side a different color, just because it might be kind of fun to have a two-sided bunny, and one for one style and one for another. I'll have to think about that. Matter of fact, I have this great ribbon here I've been playing with a lot. I love these ribbons, and one's the pretty pinks with yellows. It might be really fun to do this ribbon around the bunny, give him a little bow after we're done, and one side be this pink buffalo and the other side be the yellow. You have to let me know what you think about that one. Now I also have my larger handled squeegee here available, and I find this is really good when I'm working on a larger surface like this to get some air bubbles out where they might exist. So I think this looks pretty good. This little stand here is a little bit in my way, but not so much that I think we can't work around it. Now any area where it's green, we're not going to get any chalk paste because this is just where it's adhering down. So it's these white areas and these little striped areas that are going to get the chalk paste. So what do you think? Are we ready to give this a whirl and see what it's going to look like? I'm ready. All right, so I am going to, oh my goodness, there we go again. Another name unavailable. Is anybody else's crazy phone like mine just ringing all the time? I guess it's because it's Friday, right? All right, so I am going to since I've been chatting a little bit here, I'm going to give this a little quick stir just to make sure it's still good. It is. I've been leaving it open, so that's why I say I just want to make sure that it's still the consistency that I like. Now, chalk paste, as you can gather probably, is made out of chalk, of course, and when exposed to air, it's going to dry. So we want to move fairly quickly, so I find that dabbing my surface with some chalk paste is a great way to kind of get things going. Now we can use this large squeegee here to pull the chalk paste across. And I don't have to worry about going kind of outside the lines per se, because it's my bunny. My bunny wood is going to make sure that it's right where it needs to be. And you can see just how easy this large handled squeegee makes this project. Just easy to pull the chalk paste across and spread it out over the whole surface area. You're going to be surprised at how quick this project is going to go. The biggest time part on this project, decorating the bunny with whatever I decide to decorate it with. Flowers, ribbon, whatever I can find. Some fun Easter eggs. I gotta figure out what I have around that, or what I need to find at the craft store to add to it. And that's it. So you see, we've spread out the paste, and I've got a lot of chalk paste here left over on my squeegee, and all I'm going to do is put it right back in the jar so we can use it again on another project. All right, I think it's pretty well spread out. I think I got all my areas covered. I'm going to move my chalk paste here out of my way, stick my squeegee in some water, and here's the best part. We're going to peel and reveal this really cute design. Look at that. It's already coming out. It's so darn cute. Don't you love that, Peony? Oh, I hope you love it as much as I do. I think it's really, really cute. We're getting just to the very end here, and I want to stretch my transfer. There we go. Woohoo! And I have a little water bath here nearby, but you know what? I'm gonna not put it in the water bath quite yet, because I might reuse it. I'm gonna stick it at the end of my desk here to decorate it. So look at that. How darling is that bunny? Cute, 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 right? So once he dries, and it won't take too long for him to dry, probably about 2 or 3 or 4 minutes tops. Once he's dry, then we can start embellishing him. If we do the other side, we could put a little bunny tail on this side, or we can keep him one side and put the bunny tail right here, wrap a little garland around for the for some decor, or add a beautiful ribbon and some florals, right? Could do a lot of fun things with this little guy. But super easy, be a great gift, fun decor. I'm really excited about him. Carol, thanks so much. Hey, Marianne, thanks for watching. I know, so super cute and so fast. That's it. You know, we're done really with this project, other than embellishing it once this is dry. So it won't take very long, and I can clean up my transfer and reuse it as often as I like. So I hope that you thought this was a cute project. If you're nearby, I'm really curious. I do classes at my house, and I'm curious about whether or not you think this might be a fun project to do together. So if you're interested in that, let me know. If you're not nearby and you'd like to go ahead and purchase the transfers and the paste to be able to do this at home, you can do that right on my website. So feel free to check me out on chalkcouture.com. /Timmy is my website address. That's where you can purchase all these great products. And then, of course, I would really love it if you would like my Facebook page and subscribe to my lives. And if you're thinking that you know someone who'd like to see this video and share it with them, I would love that as well. In the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I actually I have a day off from my day job today, but it actually means I have to work tomorrow. So I will be out and about, but maybe I'll be back tomorrow night after work to do another quick live with you. So I hope you watch. And in the meantime, have a great day and be sure to stay warm and yay spring. Bye.